What's poppin', man? It's your boy. Cringe, 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 cringe. It's cringe. Papa cringe. Daddy cringe. Cringe, cringe. Yo, I hope you guys appreciate these nonsensical intros, man, because I enjoy making them. I'm not sure if you can tell. Today we're looking at a new channel to the channel here. We have her name is Jessie Smiles. And I saw the title for it. Looks pretty good. It's called I Catfished My Boyfriend, Sweetie. It's got a lot of intrigue in there. She has our attention, man. We need to learn from these. I mean, given that this channel is for the boys, man, this is educational. This is educational, man. I'm trying to learn, and hopefully we can learn together on these little games and these tricks, these machinations. What the fuck would you catfish somebody? But anyways, no, like that's the premise for the video. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive in.
Let's begin. I told you guys in my last video that I was not gonna do this story, but what is the first fucking thing you guys do when I say I'm not gonna do it? You tell me to do it. I wasn't trying to do it as some sort of like reverse psychology, hoping you guys would want to see it. Like, I genuinely didn't want to tell you guys the story because it makes me look fucking crazy.
You guys know that one, like, it's not a meme, but it's like that one dude laughing and he's like, oh, no.
I'm crazy, but this one like is really, really mad. I want to start off by saying that catfishing is not okay. Unless you're me in this story, because honestly, I think it was justified. This story involved my ex-boyfriend when I was 20 years old. Now, this story might be a little different than other catfishing stories you've heard, because not only did I catfish him, I also catfished people using his profile. I know the title says boyfriend, but he was actually just recently my ex-boyfriend, so it was like 5 days after we broke up that all of this started. I am absolutely terrified that he's gonna see this, because till this day, he does not know that it was me. I'm pretty sure he has like an inkling that it was me, but he doesn't know that it was me. So if you're watching this, hello. Okay, so during our relationship, we gave each other all of our passwords for social media.
Mistake.
Because we were unhealthy. Honestly, no shade to couples who give each other your Facebook passwords, but like, why? I don't see it very necessary unless you don't trust the person. Like, why else would you need it? It had been around 5 days since we broke up, and I was absolutely heartbroken. I was so heartbroken that I hadn't even had the thought up until that point to log into his Facebook and see what he was doing. I was really bored one day. It had been 5 days since we broke up, and I was still sad, but I wasn't at the point where I was like crying every day. And so I had the thought, I was like, oh my gosh, why haven't you been on his Facebook yet? Because like I said, we had exchanged passwords, and the first thing I did when we broke up was I changed my password. I figured he had done the same, but I wasn't sure, so I was like, you know what, just try it, see what happens, log onto his Facebook. I logged on and it worked. I was shocked. I was like, what is he, stupid? I mean, yes, he is. But anyway, the first thing I did was obviously go to his messages. That was the thing I was the most—
Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck, bro? What the hell? Like we've already identified the main error in this situation, the password. And then, oh my god. So you got a goddamn foot in the door with the fucking password. And then the dumbass boyfriend didn't fucking change his password after they broke up. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, this is gonna have devastating effects. Oh my god, like I can't process very much of this at any one time. This is too much. We haven't even started the story yet, and it's like, holy shit. It's like a virus is like just got downloaded onto somebody's computer that's gonna completely destroy their computer. It's like, dude, I can't watch this, man.
I was curious about. And in my mind, before I went to his messages, I was like, there's no way that he's messaging girls. Like, he would not do that. He knows I'm super sad. Like, he would never go there. Well, he went there. He had messaged 5 girls, okay? They were messaging back and forth. Some of them messaged him first and some he messaged them first. Since him and I had just recently broken up, a lot of them were asking him like, wait, but what happened to your girlfriend? Because I knew you had a girlfriend. And he's like, oh my God, no, we've been broken up for over a month. I just decided to change the relationship status now. Now, if you want to piss a Latin woman off, okay, to the point that she nearly chops off your balls, then go ahead and pretend like your relationship never happened. Go ahead, try it. Because nothing offended me in that moment more than the fact that this motherfucker is gonna sit there and act like we broke up a month ago when he knows damn fucking well that we broke up 5 days ago. When I saw these messages, my blood was boiling. But instead of calling him and screaming and freaking out, I just sat back, which honestly is fucking terrifying. If you ever piss someone off to the point where they just sit back and like stare, you in trouble. That's what I did. I just looked back and I go, okay. Okay. I decided to create a Facebook page named Paula Sanchez. I don't know why I chose that name. I just did. It was a heat of the moment type of thing. I got the pictures from MySpace because I really did not want that shit to be traced back to anywhere. And if there was anywhere where nobody was at that time, it was MySpace. Funny enough, I actually got the pictures from a girl named Jessica, and she was blonde and had the biggest ass I have ever seen. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna get upset and be like, using someone else's pictures is never okay. Okay, but you know what? I think Jessica would have wanted this. Let's be real. If someone needed to use my pictures to catfish their ex-boyfriend, like honestly, girl, go ahead. You have my permission. I'm just saying Jessica would have taken one for the team. I know it. Now, I made that page look legit as fuck. After a while, I actually started getting confused. I was like, I think Paula's real. How did I get her Facebook password? I waited a week before I added him because I wanted to add other random people and then befriend them so that they would like write on my wall and stuff and it would look really, really legit.
God. Jesus Christ. She said she was 20 years old when she did this, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? Dude, if I found out that my girlfriend was like super over like the relationship we just had and it was messaging dudes. I don't know, like I'm not a hot-headed person. I'm not like quick-tempered, stuff like that. Like, I don't feel like I have to defend... I feel like I don't have to like defend my spirit from getting offended. Like, if anything, like there's this weird part of me that actually like enjoys like awful and offensive things. Kind of like that's kind of like part of my life outlook. I don't know. Again, I said this before on the channel, but this channel like it has like definitely undertones of nihilism, definitely dark humor, definitely dry, like deadpan type of humor or whatever, and it's also very frank and very direct. So it's like if I signed into my Facebook and saw that my whole shit had been blown up by my ex-girlfriend because I was messaging women, I'd be like, first of all, I'd be like, Jesus Christ. Second of all, I'd be like, I would congratulate her. Dude. I'd be like, you know what? This is so diabolical, and like it took so much planning and so much like just, I don't even know, virtual logistics to figure out like how do you make the fucking page believable? Fucking, where do you get the photos from? Like, well, let people write on your wall so that like it looks like a real fucking thing. Hey, bro. I'd be like, you know what? I'm actually impressed because this is so fucking sinister that like, it's like you took a fucking like bucket of acid and you just fucking threw it all over me. Like, I'm just like, wow. But you had to like be very like you had to be very secretive about the whole fucking like the whole situation. I don't know. That was a shitty metaphor. But anyways, you know what I'm trying to say though? Like I would be like, if I'm stupid enough to give you the opportunity to do that, it's my fault, and I would actually like in some regard commend you for for manifesting that whole character flaw that you clearly have.
Then a week later, I finally added him, but I didn't message him, okay? Because your girl's a pro. Even though I had never catfished someone, I just knew that if I messaged him like a super hot blonde girl with a big ass, just messaged him right away, that would be fishy. I knew he was a slimy ass piece of shit, so I knew he would message me. I would say it took him a solid 30 minutes before he messaged me, and y'all, do you want to know what he said? Hey, winky face. Right when he messaged me, I had no idea what to do, okay? It's like I knew he was gonna message me, but I had no plan. But when I saw that winky face, it all came together. together for me.
Dude, are you guys seeing this shit, man?
Anger guided the way. I decided then and there that I was gonna drag this on for a minimum of 1 month, and then I was gonna make him meet me. But by the time that I was gonna make him meet me, I would have already moved 2 hours away from where he lived. And then when the time would come to meet me, I would give him an address that was indeed 2 hours away, but that shit wasn't gonna be a house, okay? It was gonna be an IHOP. Why IHOP, you ask? I don't fucking know. I just figured that would be the funniest place to send him. You go 2 hours away, you're all excited to meet this blonde chick with the big ass, and when you finally get there, it's just an IHOP. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my God, that's fucked up. I'm like not even laughing anymore. That's fucked up. And I think part of it is just a quick anecdote. One time, it was about 3 years ago or so, I was selling some shit on OfferUp. It was an external monitor and like this oldish like widescreen TV from like 2009, like 2 items separately. And this one person hit me up to buy the widescreen TV. He kind of talked the price down a little bit. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. We set plans to meet in like 20 minutes or so, local gas station. So I loaded up the TV, went out to the gas station, waited, 5 minutes passed, no word from the dude. So I messaged him like, yo, what's going on? No reply. 10 minutes pass, and I message him again like, yo, where you at? No reply from him. 15 minutes pass, still no reply. So I'm like, okay, the deal must be off or whatever. And then roughly at that same time, maybe within a few minutes, after like roughly 15 minutes had passed, I remembered, I get this other message about the external monitor that I had, and it's this person, and they're like, yeah, I'm totally interested in the monitor 100%, but can you deliver it to me? And it was like he said that he was located like 30 minutes in like kind of in the central area of the city, roughly 30 minutes from where I was at. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I can do that. I mean, at the time I was waiting on this other person to show up, but I hadn't heard from them in 15, 20 minutes. So I guess there's like in this whole secondhand selling stuff, you have to kind of assume shit. So I was like, okay, I guess that means the deal's off. I don't really know what's going on. So I was like, yeah, I can do that, and he's like, okay, cool. And we agreed, to meet at this address in the middle of the city, basically, roughly 30 minutes from where I was at. I doubled back home, put the TV up, grabbed the fucking monitor, and fucking drove 30 minutes into the city. It ended up being the address to like an AutoZone, and I was like, just kind of sitting there like waiting. I didn't think anything of it. And I hit the dude up like, okay, I'm here. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. I just got off work. I'm grabbing some McDonald's from up the street. And I'll be there in like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. 5 minutes passes. 10 minutes pass. 15 minutes pass. And I hit him up like, yo, you good? And he's like, yeah. I'll be there in like just a second. Just pulling out of it. I'm like, all right. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. 15 minutes pass. Still no word from him. So I hit him up like, yo, no reply. And I'm like, so at that point it had been 30 minutes since I had been there. And then 5 more minutes pass, no reply. 10 more minutes pass. I'm like, what are the odds that like 2 people flaked in the same day and roughly at the same time? Like, what are the odds of that? This is too like random for it to be happening at the same time, all out of the blue like this. Like, and it just kind of dawned on me, like, whatever's going on is some fuck. So basically, I gave it 5 more minutes, messaged him, still no reply, and I just fucking bailed. Drove back home again. It was like 30 minutes from where I was at. And like as I was driving back, I just kind of like thought like, okay, I mean, I guess, whoever that was out there was a fucking head case. And like 15 minutes like after I had left from the AutoZone, the person hits back, like the external monitor dude hits back, and he's like, this is for not meeting me about the TV at the gas station. Ha 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 ha. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, I was at that gas station for easily like 20 to 25 minutes messaging you like, yo, what's good? Where you at? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I had the TV, like, we're good to go. It was radio silence. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now. And that was the only message that he sent. And I was like, okay, the fuck? So like this whole like catfish thing, like fucking wasting people's time, dude. Like, there's nothing I could be less with than the whole catfish bullshit. Like, not about it at all.
So we messaged back and forth. We were talking. I generated a fake number with that app that you can text people on. He always wanted to video chat and I always came up with a reason not to. So a month passed and I started feeling really weird and really bad because I was like, Jesse, you're crazy. You've been talking to your ex-boyfriend for a month pretending to be another person. Don't you think you're a little bit in too deep? And I actually started regretting the fact that I was gonna make him drive 2 hours. I was like, Jesse, that's just so extreme. Like, you're pretty much over this. Like, why do you keep this going? But then he asked me why I was single. And I just told him, you know, I haven't found the right person yet. What about you? And he said, oh, me neither. I've been single for 2 years. And that was the point where I said, you know what? You've been single for 2 years? It's time we change that. Why don't you come and meet me? I initiated it right then and there. I was like, come and meet me. I don't have a car because it's in the shop, but please come and see me. I need to see you tomorrow. He had been trying to see me that entire month. So he was like, what? Are you serious? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll go. But I was like, remember, I live 2 hours away. And he's like, no problem. I have a car. Send me your address. And so I did. I sent him the address, y'all. I sent him to IHOP. I would pay all of the fucking money in the world to have been there and seen his face when he arrived at the IHOP, but you know what? Life is not always fair, and I was not able to see that. But that's not all. When he was on his way to the IHOP, I had this brilliant idea because I was just running on pure anger, and I said, you know what? I got some time. Let me log back onto his Facebook. I hadn't logged on since that time that I logged on a month earlier when I saw all the messages, so I was like, you know what? Let me log on and just have some fun. I logged in and saw that he had been messaging even more girls, so what did I do?
Yo, chill, man. Like, you're broken up. What the fuck? You even said at the beginning of the video you've been broken up for a little bit. And now you're just doing it because... So, I mean, the only shit that was said in this video that is even almost something to get mad about is that he said that he had been broken up for longer than he had been. Which is not... That's like a white lie, bro. It's a white lie. That's a victimless lie. That's literally a victimless lie. Like, if she didn't have access to his account to see that he was talking to women, and then moreover to see that he was talking to women and saying that he had been broken up for longer than he had been, you would never, like, she would never know about that. You know what I mean? Like, let alone know that he's talking to other women. She definitely would know that he's talking to other women, and he said that he's been broken up for longer than he actually had been. So it's like, dude, like, you're, to the best of our knowledge, he didn't cheat on you. Like, he's just moving on, and you don't like that he's moving on. And it's like, that's what's really bothering you. And like, oh my God, this is some fucking bullshit. But at the same time, this is only possible because the dude didn't change his Facebook information and his social media info, right? Like, that played a critical and devastating role in everything she had to do, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, so you can't put it all on her, even though she clearly has all the psychological issues.
One of them with the same message. I woke up to this morning. Should I be concerned? And then I attached a picture of someone with real bad genital warts. I am fucking petty as shit. I am petty Betty, okay? I don't know why I did that. Honestly, it was just a little cherry on top that I felt like putting. And then I logged out of his Facebook, went back onto Paula's Facebook, and I deleted it. I deleted it for a few reasons. Okay, I was like, I don't want to deal with his messages. Like, where are you? What is going on? Like, I just didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want to see that. And also, I deleted it because I thought that would be funny. He would like get to IHOP, look on Facebook, and be like, what the fuck? So that's the time that I catfished my boyfriend. I am not okay. Now listen, I understand how this story sounds crazy, okay? I think it sounds crazy telling it. I was in a really bad place when this happened, but then again, I was in a really bad place when every single story I've ever told happened, and so when will I not be in a bad place anymore? Seriously, I don't think that it was right what I did. Do I think it was funny? Yeah. He never did anything super horrible worthy of me sending him to a 2-hour away IHOP, but honestly, it was just really inconsiderate. He was lying to me, he was lying to them, like, go fuck yourself. Anyway, that's my story. Can you see why I didn't want to tell it?
So many psychological issues in this fucking video right now. Like, yes, I understand that she, you know, had been in the breakup stage, but still, like, when the fuck does like sadistic deception come into play in like getting over a breakup? That's not an organic stage that you go through, bro. Like, I don't understand. The few of you that watched my videos, I told some of you guys, like, the whole crazy thing, like, there can be the good crazy and the bad crazy. This is an example of the bad crazy. So obviously, you guys don't need me to say that. It's more than clear that that's the case. But this shit is the bad crazy that you want to fucking avoid. So anyways, that's gonna do it. Ideally, you learned a little bit more about how the world can be fucking nuts. That's it till Monday.